So while your financial life may start out with a Rocky Raccoon account, as you grow, we'll be with you every step of the way. From your first car and everyone thereafter, to investing in your family's future, to buying that special house you'll call home. Current Schools. Together, we have something special.
Welcome to the city, Motor City, where it's summer sell down.
Get ready to move, get ready to groove, get ready to fly.
Drive away a GMC Sierra 4-door, only $29,990, or save up to $10,000 off select Sierra HD models. Summer sell down offers end September 3rd. We are professional grade, and we are California's largest volume GMC dealer, Motor City.
Current Schools Federal Credit Union is here to be your lifelong financial partner. So while your financial life may start out with a Rocky Raccoon account, as you grow, we'll be with you every step of the way. From your first car and everyone thereafter, to investing in your family's future, to buying that special house you'll call home, Current Schools is here to help. And if you live in Kern County, then you can bank with us. See, we're local just like you, so what we accomplish together benefits our entire community. Current Schools. Together, we have something special.
For over 100 years, Bakersfield College has helped thousands of people achieve their dreams through education. Now Bakersfield College is bringing college closer to home, with courses offered in Southwest Bakersfield on Stockdale Highway, downtown Bakersfield, and at the main campus on Panorama Drive. Programs and classes also available in Delano, Shafter, Arvin, and online. Your path to a bright new future can start today at the home of the Renegades. It's easy. Take the first step. Visit bakersfieldcollege.edu to learn more.
One thing about Current Schools is you get to do your banking your way.
I still like writing checks and visiting my branch.
For me, it's all about the mobile. And I still do everything online or through the ATM.
So no matter how you do your banking, Current Schools is always there. Current Schools. Together, we have something special.
One thing about Kern Schools is you get to do your banking your way.
I still like writing checks and visiting my branch.
For me, it's all about the mobile, and I still do everything online or through the ATM.
So no matter how you do your banking, Kern Schools is always there. Kern Schools, together we have something special.
There are over 100 places to get pizza in Kern County, but only 4 are good enough to be called Tony's. So what's the Tony's Pizza difference? We're not giving away our secrets, but the proof is in the pizza. Tony's Spicy Mexicana, the mouth-watering Hawaiian, the award-winning Chili Verde, and so many more. Trust us, you'll find your favorite. If you want great pizza, you can play the numbers game, or you can get it right the first time. Tony's Pizza, 3 locations in Bakersfield and 1 in Shafter.
One thing about Kern Schools is you get to do your banking your way.
I'm a traditional banker. I still like writing checks and visiting my branch.
I'm a millennial, and for me, it's all about the mobile.
And I'm somewhere in between. I still do my banking online and at the ATM. And with access to over 30,000 surcharge-free ATMs nationwide, Kern Schools is always close by.
So no matter how you do your banking, Kern Schools is always there. That's why we're the #1 financial institution in all of Kern County. Kern Schools, together we have something special. One thing about Kern Schools is you get to do your banking your way.
I'm a traditional banker. I still like writing checks and visiting my branch.
As a millennial, for me, it's all about the mobile.
And I'm somewhere in between. I still do everything online or through an ATM.
So no matter how you do your banking, Kern Schools is always there. That's why we're the #1 financial institution in all of Kern County.
Take advantage of our low mortgage rates, including 60-day rate lock and no cost to you. Purchase or refinance your home today.
Kern Schools, together we have something special.
It's wicked cool. It's our new aviation class. It gives kids a chance to break into the industry. There's a lot of careers in aviation. This class is a lot more than just flying planes.
We've learned so much already. We've learned how to take off. We've learned instrument flight rules. It's something everyone can do, I think.
Good. And you see, remember that horizon? Try to keep it parallel to your cockpit.
After the 2-year program, they're going to be able to take the knowledge test for their private pilot exam.
I am a pilot. I've been in Bakersfield for 10 years. I worked as an instructor for 6 years and then became a corporate pilot. And I'm a teacher here. We have amazing equipment. Even flight schools don't have that much equipment.
You put a class like this somewhere at North High, and it's really preparing kids to succeed because it gives them a whole new set of opportunities they never knew that they had the chance to pursue. I'm proud to say that I'm from North High School and that we have administration that's willing to put the money into offering really, really neat programs like this and preparing kids to succeed.
A lot of more hands-on activities, a lot more about woodworking and what to do, how to make a career for myself.
It's not only for guys. I am actually learning how to make cupboards and put everything together, like doors, cabinets. It's really fun, actually.
Yeah, well, It's really amazing to see their growth over the course of a year and how they can come in with no real skill at all and leave being able to actually produce furniture and cabinetry.
Houses need cabinets, businesses. Having a pool of resources or kids that have some knowledge in the industry would be real good.
Let's pull down on that. Let's slide these flush fingers.
It's changed a lot. What I'm seeing here is what it's going towards. The CNC equipment, computers. I could actually build cabinets out of this shop. It's state of the art. It really is.
I am constantly looking for students that have been through these programs. It's always nice to have a person that has some experience. It's a lot easier to train. I think we're fortunate in Bakersfield that the Kern High School District has invested in a program like this. I would encourage other businesses to partner up with the Kern High School District like I've done here, because this really shows you what can be done if business comes together with the Kern High School District.
This is where we're going to train the kids to actually get jobs in the industry. We're going to give them the basic tools that they need, also the skills that they need to understand where they fit into the industry.
All the animated things, because we have everything that we need in the scenes.
They are learning the principles of animation, Photoshop. They're learning how to animate in 2D and 3D. And when you swap to that shape, then you're just going to drag these over here.
The storyboard aspect of creating basically the skeleton of the story, and then just sort of directing people in my vision of what I want in the story. And it's also giving me the advantage of Mr. Pollard, since he's worked at so many companies, being able to put it in my resume and be like, this is the art direction I've received.
I was shearing my lamb for fair. I have 2 lambs. Taking care of animals is you feed them twice a day, make sure they have water, walk them, make sure they're ready for fair.
Vet science is the first year before you can actually go into animal science, and it's a lot of like hands-on with the different animals, and you get to learn different things such as giving shots, castrating, all that fun stuff. For me, wanting to be a vet when I'm older, it helped prepares me. All the stuff that I'm learning in ag is definitely going to help me.
I'm in ag communications. Anything that you see on the Facebook page is what we do, and pictures, and we do all the posters that are around campus. Anything that just promotes ag.
Our students are all part of the FFA organization, and through that we have a chapter officer team. We do monthly chapter meetings because we're trying to get them involved outside of class. They can find something that they're interested in, and they need something that's going to hook them so that they're ready for life after high school.
In animal care, the students learn a variety of things, whether it's tools or terms. In the veterinary field, they learn about the skeletal systems, the animal nutrition, the housing, how to properly care for them. They also have the opportunity in the spring to actually go work at a veterinary hospital or at an animal shelter or a grooming salon.
Animal restraint, weight and temperature, pulse, respiration, all of that I learned here.
They take a state certified test, and if they pass, they become a certified vet assistant right out of high school.
It's always hands-on, and so I think that's what really helps us is that we're not just getting it from a textbook, we're actually doing these things, and we're actually practicing these things that we'll be doing in our future careers.
It's wicked cool. It's our new aviation class. It gives kids a chance to break into the industry. There's a lot of careers in aviation. This class is a lot more than just flying planes.
We've learned so much already. We've learned how to take off. We've learned instrument flight rules. It's something everyone can do, I think.
Good. And you see, remember that horizon? Try to keep it parallel to your cockpit.
After the 2-year program, they're going to be able to take the knowledge test for their private pilot exam. I am a pilot. I've been in Bakersfield for 10 years. I worked as an instructor for 6 years and then became a corporate pilot. And I'm a teacher here. We have amazing equipment. Even flight schools don't have that much equipment.
You put a class like this somewhere at North High, and it's really preparing kids to succeed because it gives them a whole new set of opportunities they never knew that they had a chance to pursue. I'm proud to say that I'm from North High School and that we have administration that's willing to put the money into offering really, really neat programs like this and preparing kids to succeed.
We're in manufacturing engineering. We design parts, 3D parts, 2D parts, we create assemblies.
It's helping me get training in all of this stuff, like the computer programs that we have here, the machines that we have here. We learn a lot of math in here, mostly geometry and fractions, because I love math. That's why I'm in this class.
Mr. Lemmy, he's a great instructor.
So the problem is this piece itself.
He really goes hands-on with us. He helps us as much as we can. We've learned a lot from him.
Right now we're supplying students that are skilled in the safety, basic operation of machine work, and then they also leave with some soft skills. They understand they have to be on time. They understand that they have to get up and talk to people. Most of them are walking out of here with a solid foundation in the entry level of a trade.
They can have a job anywhere they go because they have a basic understanding of what it's going to take to put products out that people are going to use.
Hopefully this is a good career for me. You know, end up doing something good, have a good life, and make some money.
Well, we're learning a lot, and especially with just the basic knowledge of what you would need for an entry-level job.
All the basic skills to be a medical assistant in a doctor's office or a clinic.
You're leaning on it, and that'll make a difference.
And then they also do on-the-job training, and they work in doctor's offices or clinics throughout Kern County. The kids are job ready, and many of them are employed before the end of the school year. They're promised a job, as well as they continue their education. We have many registered nurses out there and even physicians.
I'm thinking I want to be an anesthesiologist. So a lot of school, but it'll be worth it in the end.
are learning the different roles, what a game designer is, what they do, and how video games are made, and how to deconstruct them.
We're also going to be teaching the hard skills, which includes learning the Unreal Engine. And what the Unreal Engine is it's a game development tool that students will be able to use to make their very own video games. And this is something that actually industry professionals use every day to make some of the top-selling games. They're all the same size. You're all on the same plane. There's no undulating terrain or anything like that.
Our instructor, he's really amazing. He encourages everybody. He's really fun, and he makes learning fun.
So they've got top-of-the-line computers here, and they're set up to excel. I would be surprised if other students their age coming out of high school would have anywhere near the level of expertise that these guys are going to have.
A lot of more hands-on activities, a lot more about woodworking and what to do, how to make a career for myself.
It's not only for guys. I am actually learning how to make cupboards and put them together, like doors, cabinets. It's really fun, actually.
Yeah, well, it's really amazing to see their growth over the course of a year and how they can come in with no real skill at all and leave being able to actually produce furniture and cabinetry.
Houses need cabinets, businesses. Having a pool of resources or kids that have some knowledge in the industry would be real good.
Pull down on that. Let's slide these up. Watch fingers.
It's changed a lot. What I'm seeing here is what it's going towards. The CNC equipment, computers. I could actually build cabinets out of this shop. It's state of the art. It really is.
I am constantly looking for students that have been through these programs. It's always nice to have a person that has some experience. It's a lot easier to train. I think we're fortunate in Bakersfield that the Kern High School District has invested in a program like this. I would encourage other businesses to partner up with the Kern High School District like I've done here, because this really shows you what can be done if business comes together with the Kern High School District.
Good afternoon, sports fans, and welcome to Highland High School, where we have the Highland High School Scots hosting the East Bakersfield Blades in a matchup for the Southeast Yosemite League title. Highland at 15-5-2, hosting East at 23-2-2. I am Kenny Calvin, joined with my producer-director, Julian Wilson, and it is senior night at Highland High School. I want to thank everybody at Kern High Network for making this broadcast possible. Be an exciting night as you have two of the top teams in Bakersfield facing off. East Bakersfield, one of their only league losses coming to Highland. Highland, having a fantastic 2020, has not lost a game this calendar year. So it's going to be exciting to see the matchup. We'll be right back after the break with Kern High Soccer on Kern High Network right after this.
So
So while your financial life may start out with a Rocky Raccoon account, as you grow, we'll be with you every step of the way. From your first car and everyone thereafter, to investing in your family's future, to buying that special house you'll call home. Current Schools. Together, we have something special.
Welcome to the city, Motor City, where it's summer sell down. Drive away a GMC Sierra 4-door, only $29,990, or save up to $10,000 off select Sierra HD models. Summer sell down offers end September 3rd. We are professional grade, and we are California's largest volume GMC dealer, Motor City.
Current Schools Federal Credit Union is here to be your lifelong financial partner. So while your financial life may start out with a Rocky Raccoon account, as you grow, we'll be with you every step of the way. From your first car and everyone thereafter, to investing in your family's future, to buying that special house you'll call home. Current Schools is here to help. And if you live in Kern County, then you can bank with us. See, we're local just like you, so what we accomplish together benefits our entire community. Current Schools. Together, we have something special.
For over 100 years, Bakersfield College has helped thousands of people achieve their dreams through education. Now Bakersfield College is bringing college closer to home, with courses offered in Southwest Bakersfield on Stockdale Highway, downtown Bakersfield, and at the main campus on Panorama Drive. Programs and classes also available in Delano, Shafter, Arvin, and online. Your path to a bright new future can start today at the home of the Renegades. It's easy. Take the first step. Visit bakersfieldcollege.edu to learn more.
Welcome back to Kern High Network Soccer. Highland High Scots hosting the East High Blades. I am Kenny Calvin, joined by Dr. Julian Wilson. It's a little chilly out here, Dr. J. How you feeling, sir?
Just like you, chilly.
Beautiful night otherwise. This is my first soccer broadcast. I want to thank everybody at Kern High Network for allowing me to join the broadcast team in a multifaceted area. Saying hi to the Cleveland family right below me. My teammate Antoine Cleveland here to watch his daughter Alyssa Cleveland. She just signed her letter of intent to play at CSUB yesterday, so the family is excited. Her brother AJ Cleveland and sister Aaliyah Cleveland, a Renegade, here to support her. It's going to be an amazing night. East High Blades, 23-2, riding a 5-game winning streak since their loss to Highland, coming off a 3-0 win over Foothill High School. They are facing a Highland team that is 15-5-2. But Highland, extremely hot in the year of 2020, going undefeated in league play so far and not losing a game in the 2020 calendar year. They are coming off a victory versus South High School, a 3-1 victory over South High. Common opponents. Not much stands out outside the fact that Highland and East High both tied Ridgeview. So it makes you wonder just how good that Ridgeview team is to be able to pull out a tie against these two Southeast Yosemite League heavyweights. It's going to be an exciting matchup. We want to thank our sponsors at Kern Schools Federal Credit Union, Achieve Magazine, Bakersfield College, Motor City GMC Lexus, and the Kern High School District as we prepare for this battle.
You are cold, aren't you?
It is pretty chilly. You know, as they said, it's a little bit of a late winter. We were lucky enough to have some beautiful weather for the start of football season on through midseason. And now good old Mother Nature's paying us back. So Highland, they are coached by Coach A.J. Jacinto. They are Division II. Giving you a breakdown of their record, they have 6-1 at home, 8-2-1 on the road, 1-2-1 in matchups at a neutral site. East High, they are 9-1-1, 9-0 at home, and they are 5-1-1 in neutral sites. You know, I'm surrounded by the Cleveland family as Auntie Stephanie coming up to say hi. Wow, so I'm getting a little bit of insight. They're saying they do somewhat of a boxing one matchup on Alyssa Cleveland. She dominates so well. This is my first time being able to see her this season. Looks like Highland's going to come out in a 4-3-3 set, facing East High, who will do the same in that 4-3-3 set. Opposite field. So it's going to be an exciting matchup. I am Kenny Calvin. I spend a lot of time on green grass, but not as a soccer player, and we are under the way. Ball's kicked over to the left fullback. Back to the center backer. Kick to midfield. Now we have our first contact, and that's going to be free kick to the Blades. They get it right out to the left winger, and that's challenged. Beautiful action midfield. Nice dribbling, and they get it across field. Now we have a foot race. Oh, and we have a tackle. And it was kicked out by Highland, and it will be controlled by East High. Heavy contact. right outside the box, and it looks like she's going to be okay. I'll try to get you numbers as I can. For East High, that appears to be one of their center backs who was okay after the injury, and now the free kick is in. Taken by the left winger. Nice footwork by Escueda. Controlled by Highland. Highland on the attack. Right winger doing her best to try to get it in play, and it will be out of play. Thrown back into the penalty area, and that's going to be kicked out of bounds. Control goes back to the East High Blades. Free kick. And that's going to be controlled by Highland once again. Out of bounds to the Blades. Sophia Castillo with the strong leg gets it all the way over. But out of bounds for Highland, and East High is going to have the free throw in, now controlled by Highland at midfield. This game is very physical in the beginning of this first period. Amazing footwork and handling by the ladies, but it's definitely getting physical. We have our first stoppage, our second stoppage, and it's going to be a free kick for the Blades as they put it back in play. Controlled by the winger to the center midfielders. They're going to get it back to the right fullback. Kicked out of bounds, nearly offsides, but done in good fashion. Controlled by the Highland Scots. As I stated before, Highland Scots, coached by Coach A.J. Jacinto, they've had a fantastic run. 10-game winning streak, including the win over East High 5 games ago. East High riding a 5-game winning streak with that one blemish in the year of 2020 coming versus the East High or versus the Highland Scots. Shot near the top of the box, and it's controlled by Highland, or inside the box, I should say. Back to the center midfielder. Nice attempt by the center midfielder of Highland, trying to get it to the right winger, just a little bit outside. It'll be controlled by East High. Castillo with the pass. Back out to center midfield. And back to the fullbacks. Out of bounds and will be controlled by the East High Blades. Mia Garcia will throw in for the East High Blades. Oh, and we have a steal. Nice job by number 7. Alyssa Cleveland. I got extra eyes of the Cleveland family right up under me. Free kick controlled by East High. Out across midfield. Controlled by the striker. And now we have the striker one-on-one. Attacking towards the top of the box. The try is blocked. Amazing tackle by the fullback of Highland. Alyssa Cleveland controls it at center midfield. Amazing pass. Try is blocked. Highland doing an amazing job using the pass from Cleveland to get down to quarter field. Now it's inbounded and controlled by East High, but now it's going to go right back to Highland. It'll be Mariah Pinedo throwing it in against that 4-3-3 set of the East High Blades. East High with an amazing record this year, 23-2-2. Castillo over to the left winger. Pass inside is cut off. Now controlled by the Scots. Back to midfield. And back to the center backer for control. Control stolen by the East High Blaze, and now they have numbers as the right winger tries to get it to the striker. The try is slow and defended very well by the Scots. Free kick out near midfield, controlled by Castillo. Castillo gets it to the right fullback. Mariah Pinedo doing a fantastic job defensively along with Kylie Lopez. Now Highland regains control. Passed up to Alyssa Cleveland, foot race. Defended very well by the goaltender of East High. The goalkeeper, I should say. Center back gets it up to the right winger. Right winger to the striker. Nice give and go. It's going to be out of bounds and control to Highland. Thrown in and defended by the fullback of East High. That's going to be offsides and control to Highland. Free kick. .30 minutes and 30 seconds remaining to play in the half as action gets back going. Shot blasted. Cleveland tries to cut her off. Into the box. And out of the penalty area. Control back to Castillo, who's been very busy wearing my old number of 23. Cleveland tries to get it to the striker, number 3, Michaela Vargas. That's going to be out of bounds and control to Highland. So it appears in this formation that Alyssa may be the striker. And Dad looks up at me and says, yes, she's the striker. I should have known his family loves offense. Nice control out to the center midfielder, and that's going to be out of bounds. Control back to East High. To Mia Garcia. Mia Garcia is going to throw it in across midfield. She attempts to get it to Escueda. Nice action at center midfield. Amazing move to cross midfield, but control goes to Highland. And back to East and back to Highland. Cleveland with the nice pass to gain control. Now it looks like they have a nice system set up with numbers. Out across the top of the box. Controlled and off of Highland. So it'll be East High with control. So we talked about East High's record of 23-2-2. They have losses to Kerman and to Highland High School. They have 2 ties, one to Ridgeview and one to Madera South, as Highland regains control. Shot, or the try, into the box and controlled by the East High Blades. Free kick out and controlled at center midfield. Nice pass to the striker. Escueda gets it to the right winger, but no good on the attempt. Amazing job by the left fullback of Highland. You know, we really reiterated the fact that soccer is a continuous motion sport. You're not going to get a whole lot of dead balls. Continuous action, which shows the great athleticism and conditioning of these young athletes, as East High throws in from the sideline. Control back to Highland. Back out to midfield. Alyssa Cleveland hoping to get that, but that long try will be out of bounds off of East High with 26 minutes remaining to play in the first period. Hallie Knox will have the free kick from the box in the penalty area. We'll talk about Highland's records while we have the small stoppage. They are at 15-5-2, 6-1 at home, 8-2-1 on the road, 1-2-1 in neutral sites. They have 66 total goals scored and have given up 26 total goals. Amazing dribbling out front by number 25. We don't have her number. Oh, yes, we do. Georgia Jackson for the East High Blades as we have the stoppage. While we have the stoppage, once again, we'd like to thank our sponsors at Achieve Magazine. You can get those at any high school campus or Kern Schools Federal Credit Union branch, who is our second sponsor, along with Bakersfield College and Motor City GMC Lexus. So we now have our first free kick with a scoring attempt coming up. And the try is blocked. Great job by Highland. They try to clear it across midfield. Contested by Cleveland, but controlled very well by the East High Blades, and they're doing a fantastic job moving the ball. Amazing footwork and dribbling into the box. Oh, and blocked. Amazing block by the goalkeeper. After East does a fantastic job accessing the box. And the try is no good. Nice pass from Cleveland. Tries to get it out to number 11. Myla Chow, however, is controlled by East High. Georgia Jackson putting in a lot of work as that attacking midfielder. East High. Nice pass over to the left wing, attempted to get it to the left winger. And that's controlled back at the box by Highland, and they do a fantastic job getting it back out to midfield and keeping control. Nice pass to Cleveland. Amazing footwork. And she gets the pass out up front to the right winger. Shot from the top of the box is blocked, or the try from the top of the box is blocked by the goalkeeper. So getting back to East High's numbers, 23-2 and 2 overall. And now we have a one-on-one opportunity as East High kicks it out of bounds for control. But let's talk about that record. 9-1-1 at home, 9-0 on the road, 5-1-1 on neutral sites. But get this, 83 goals scored, only giving up 8 goals all season. That's fantastic gamesmanship by the East High Blade ladies soccer team. East High's record 23-2-2. 83 goals scored, have only given up 8 goals all season. So as we wait for the officials to get the game organized, we'll talk about some of the captains. For Highland, you have Kylie Lopez, senior captain, number 12. You have Alyssa Cleveland, senior captain, number 7. And now we have an entry into the box, and that's a header out by East High. Highland still putting on the pressure, getting it out to the left fullback. Nice rotation and pass to the top of the box. Highland threatening, but no attempts. And East High finally gains control before it goes back to Highland at midfield. Very physical game being played, and that's going to be a free kick opportunity for Highland. I was just thinking it was getting a little bit physical out there, but great job by the official calling that free kick. So far, I want to say we may have about 2 shots on goal apiece from both teams. Nice free kick into the box. Castillo gets it back outside. Highland doing their best to attack while they have this field position. Nice job attacking and attempting to pass at the top of the box is number 12 before it's controlled. Amazing attempt by Kylie Lopez before the ball is out and controlled by Carla Escueda. Now ball is controlled by the right fullback. Out and across midfield to Alyssa Cleveland, who does a great job shielding her defender. And now we have a one-on-one opportunity at the top of the box. Will we get a try? Try is inside. Oh, and the try is no good after the pass. Alyssa with another try at the top of the box. And another try, which is defended very well by the Eastside Blaze. But how about that action and intensity from the Lady Scots putting pressure on East High? Ball out across midfield. Control goes to Lysandra Cervantes before it's kicked back by Georgia Jackson. Left fullback for Highland with the attempted pass to the top of the box, and that's blocked. Highland continuing to press the issue, and you have an opportunity again inside the box in the penalty area. Passed inside The try is no good, but you have a header. No good. So right away, you see the intensity level for the Highland Scots, taking advantage of this field position, doing a great job keeping everything on the south end of the field. East High has had their opportunities, but for the last 5 to 10 minutes, the ball has crossed midfield very seldomly. And they finally get it across on cue before it's stolen. Oh, amazing footwork. Mariah Pinedo with amazing footwork. Header out of bounds off of East High. And we have our first substitution of the game coming in for the Highland Scots is Alina Roden. Look like she's going to come in as one of the right wingers or right fullbacks. One thing I've learned about right wingers and right fullbacks, left wingers and left fullbacks, is the fact that they run the most from the top of the box to the top of the box. Entry pass into the box controlled by East High. And that's going to be kicked to Quarterfield. Pinedo with the nice pass inside the box, and we have an offsides. Highland doing a great job attacking. Amazing footwork. Control to East High. Most of the game action has been on the south side of the field with control by Highland High School. Pass to the top of the box, Alyssa Cleveland trying to get it to the right winger, and that's controlled back out. Nice job by Pinedo. Ooh, nice move by number 20. Lysandra Cervantes with some amazing handles. Castillo has been very busy for the Highland Scots as well as control goes back to East High. But as you see, it's definitely tough for the East High Blades to gain control and keep control as they get control again. Finally getting it out to midfield, but challenged. And now we have our first throw-in opportunity for the East High Blades in a while. Control goes back to Highland, back to the center back, Pinedo. She gets it up to the right fullback. That's going to be kicked out of bounds by number 10, Mia Garcia. Free pass out to Cleveland, who loses control. Control back to East High. So thinking about these two East Bakersfield teams, you have two close teams from a geographical perspective. I remember being a student at Compton Junior High, walking down Oswell. Half of my teammates went to two of these schools, or both of these schools, I should say. But the rivalry that exists, you can only truly understand if you grew up in East Bakersfield based on the geographical perspective, and you have two teams playing a fantastic brand of soccer late in the season. Control goes back out. Control to Highland. Kicked out by the East High Blades. But just thinking about historic rivalry, you know, from a multiple sport perspective, you've had some classic battles between Highland and East High, whether it was on the basketball field with teams like J.R. Henderson and Guys like Bobby Brady, who played here as a Highland Scot with Sean Daniels when they won the Valley Championship there. A lot of history that exists amongst these two schools. And now it's great to see these young ladies be able to compete at a high level for a league championship. East High, of course, a little more hungry than Highland based on the fact that their winning streak was cut short. Pass to the top of the box, deflected out. And we have a wild try, far looping left, and that's going to be controlled back to East High. You know, from a soccer perspective, I would love to get some insight, so feel free to send me some messages so we can highlight some of the great historic soccer players from these East High and Highland battles. Header back to the top of the box, controlled by East High. Alyssa Cleveland getting inside before Castillo is able to kick it over to the left winger. That's going to be a free kick opportunity for the East High Blades after the contact. 12:36 remaining to play in this first period. 0-0 is the score. I am Kenny Calvin with my producer-director, Dr. Julian Wilson. We were just joking because we haven't had a chance to work together that many times this calendar year. We had a chance to do that North and Highland game. That was a fantastic game for those ladies, though. In that Highland and North High battle, our player of the game was Anela Irving. She was fantastic on both ends of the floor. Ball out across midfield, controlled by the center back. Kicked over to the left winger. Control goes back to Highland. Alyssa Cleveland decides to get it back to her right fullback and back to the center back, who goes all the way to the left side of the field to the left fullback, looking to gain an advantage. Oh, an amazing play by the defender for East High, trying to get it to the striker. Back to the right fullback, Pinedo. She gets it across midfield to Alyssa Cleveland with a nice pass. Defended very well by the center back of East High. Nice two-man, two-woman game between Cleveland and Ramirez. Non-stop action. I have so much respect for soccer players in general. So much conditioning that goes into playing the sport. As a guy who thought I had wind and realized I didn't when I had to run in PE with some of my friends who played soccer as a high school guy. Ball is up to the right winger, and that's going to be controlled by East High and kicked out of bounds. Highland with a great opportunity. They're doing a fantastic job of taking advantage of field position. Pinedo to throw it in to the top of the box. Nice job defensively by East High, but Highland continuing to press. Takes advantage. Oh, and the try is blocked and out of bounds. This game is brought to you by Kern High Network, Achieve Magazine, Motor City GMC Lexus, the Palisson Panorama, which I call Bakersfield College, ball out of bounds, controlled to East High. East High Blades doing a fantastic job defensively. Now I can see why they've only given up 8 goals all season. Highland has spent 3/4 of this first period on the East High side of the field, yet every attempt has been blocked due to the great defensive work of the East High Blades in the penalty area and on the top of the box. Control to Highland. Pass picked off. Oh, and we have huge contact. And that's going to be a free kick for the East High Blades after contact at the 3/4 mark of the field. So while we have a break, we'll talk about some of the other action I know about in the district. The freshman girls of Bakersfield High School, which my daughter plays point guard, won their first league championship after going 10-0 last night.
Hey, man, that's fantastic.
That was fantastic, man. I had a nice opportunity to watch her play in every league game this year. As a father, that was a true honor. But back to soccer action. East High trying to get it to the striker. Right winger had an opportunity but lost control, and control goes back to Highland, to the right fullback, who gets it up to midfield. Ramirez tried to control it and get it over to a teammate, but lost control back to East High. And now control goes back to Alyssa Cleveland with some room. She shoots the pass up towards the box, and that'll be out of bounds. Control goes back to East High. But as we stated, Highland has done a fantastic job keeping the ball on the opposite end of the field. East High has not had many scoring attempts that have crossed their 3/4 field mark. And I think the most bored person of the game is the Highland goalkeeper. Oh, nice pass to the striker who has position. Nice pass inside to the top of the box. Will we get it in temp? Controlled and back outside to the right fullback. Or the right winger, I should say. Trying to make an attempt to get it inside to Cleveland, who's playing that striker position that her dad told me. Alyssa with the pass back inside. Great pass. And now the attacking midfielder gets a shot into the box. We have action in the penalty area. Now we have a shot by Cleveland inside. Now we have a try, and it's blocked. Nice job by the East High goalkeeper, doing a fantastic job to get another block with 5:30 remaining to play in the first quarter. Or the first half, I should say. Georgia Jackson has done a fantastic job for the East High Blades, controlling things in the middle. Just hasn't had many opportunities. Now we have Alyssa Cleveland trying to do her best to penetrate that tough East High Blade defense that's only given up 8 goals all season. Now ball's back out to the right midfielder, up all the way across to the left midfielder. Cross midfield and controlled by Highland and out of bounds, where control will go back to the East High Blades. Tough week in sports for families, for teammates, for coaches, for dads, and moms for that matter. I want to take the time to thank everybody for getting back to the rhythm of things and getting this globe to spin again after one of the toughest weeks in the sports world that I've ever seen as an athlete, player, and coach. But Highland looking to take advantage of this amazing field position, and now we have shot. A try is blocked at the top of the box. Amazing job by East Bakersfield High, doing fantastic in the penalty area. I want to say Highland has had possibly 10 attempted shots on goal, or tries on goal, so far to maybe 4 shots for the East High Blades. Looping shot gathered easily by the goalkeeper, and it'll be free kick from the top of the box for the East High Blades. 3:20 remaining to play in the first half. Well, and that's a tough kick that's going to go out of bounds and be controlled right back to Highland. And it looks like we have a couple substitutions. Coming in for Highland is number 8, Marissa Hinoso. She'll come in for number 20, Lysandra Cervantes. Lysandra very active today. Oh, and we have a header heading in the opposite direction. Kicked outside of the box and out of bounds, controlled to Highland. .230 remaining to play in this first half, and if you haven't watched a lot of soccer, you see as the game flows, the game goes. Not a lot of stoppages in play, and a unique opportunity for the athletes to just be athletes. And a long try that loops wide, unsuccessful by number 12, Kylie Lopez. So if you're Highland, you feel good based on the fact that you spent the majority of the game getting offensive attempts. But if you're East High, you have to think, if you can get out of here in this last 2 minutes without giving up anything while you played the whole first half on your side of the field, you have to be pretty ecstatic about that. Because here comes Highland once again, looking to get an attempt. Getting physical right at the top of the box. Oh, and it looks like we might have a free kick at the point where you want it. Yes, and we have Cleveland who will have an attempt at a free kick. Immediately, her dad stands up. Must have been working on something over this past week. Nice pass inside, and the header's in and blocked. Amazing pass by Alyssa Cleveland to the header inside in the penalty area, and it was blocked. That was amazing. But how about the goal-keeping ability of the East High Blades, blocking shot after shot? Ball's controlled back by Highland. Across midfield. While we have a quick break, we'll give a quick shout out to our sponsors once again. We want to thank the people at Achieve Magazine. I know one person that does a lot of work for that magazine. It's my buddy Roger Fessler. He had me running around asking for ads one month, and just to see the amount of work that goes into the process and how beautiful that came out. You guys are doing a fantastic job at the Kern High Network with Achieve Magazine. Ball in and controlled to East High, and they kick it to the 5th row. How about that power? And that is the half, ladies and gentlemen. I am Kenny Calvin here on Kern High Network with my buddy and producer and director, Dr. Julius. We will take a quick break, give our sponsors some airtime. Kenny Calvin and Dr. Julian Wilson will be right back after this.
One thing about Kern Schools is you get to do your banking your way.
I still like writing checks and visiting my branch.
For me, it's all about the mobile.
And I still do everything online or through the ATM.
So no matter how you do your banking, Kern Schools is always there. Kern Schools. Together, we have something special.
One thing about Kern Schools is you get to do your banking your way.
I still like writing checks and visiting my branch.
For me, it's all about the mobile. And I still do everything online or through the ATM.
So no matter how you do your banking, Kern Schools is always there. Kern Schools. Together, we have something special.
There are over 100 places to get pizza in Kern County, but only 4 are good enough to be called Tony's. So what's the Tony's Pizza difference? We're not giving away our secrets, but the proof is in the pizza. Tony's Spicy Mexicana, the mouth-watering Hawaiian, the award-winning Chili Verde, and so many more. Trust us, you'll find your favorite. If you want great pizza, you can play the numbers game, or you can get it right the first time. Tony's Pizza, 3 locations in Bakersfield and 1 in Shafter.
One thing about Kern Schools is you get to do your banking your way.
I'm a traditional banker. I still like writing checks and visiting my branch.
I'm a millennial, and for me, it's all about the mobile.
And I'm somewhere in between. I still do my banking online and at the ATM. And with access to over 30,000 surcharge-free ATMs nationwide, Kern Schools is always close by.
So no matter how you do your banking, Kern Schools is always there. That's why we're the #1 financial institution in all of Kern County. Kern Schools, together we have something special. One thing about Kern Schools is you get to do your banking your way.
I'm a traditional banker. I still like writing checks and visiting my branch.
As a millennial, for me, it's all about the mobile. And I'm somewhere in between. I still do everything online or through an ATM.
So no matter how you do your banking, Kern Schools is always there. That's why we're the #1 financial institution in all of Kern County.
Take advantage of our low mortgage rates, including 60-day rate lock and no cost to you. Purchase or refinance your home today.
Kern Schools, together we have something special.
It's wicked cool. It's our new aviation class. It gives kids a chance to break into the industry. There's a lot of careers in aviation. This class is a lot more than just flying planes.
We've learned so much already. We've learned how to take off. We've learned instrument flight rules. It's something everyone can do, I think.
Good. And you see, remember that horizon? Try to keep it parallel to your cockpit. After the 2-year program, they're going to be able to take the knowledge test for their private pilot exam. I am a pilot. I've been in Bakersfield for 10 years. I worked as an instructor for 6 years and then became a corporate pilot. And I'm a teacher here. We have amazing equipment. Even flight schools don't have that much equipment.
You put a class like this somewhere at North High, and it's really preparing kids to succeed because it gives them a whole new set of opportunities they never knew that they had the chance to pursue. I'm proud to say that I'm from North High School and that we have administration that's willing to put the money into offering really, really neat programs like this and preparing kids to succeed.
A lot of more hands-on activities, a lot more about woodworking and what to do, how to make a career for myself.
It's not only for guys. I am actually learning how to make cupboards and put everything together, like doors, cabinets. It's really fun, actually.
Yeah, well, It's really amazing to see their growth over the course of a year and how they can come in with no real skill at all and leave being able to actually produce furniture and cabinetry.
Houses need cabinets, businesses. Having a pool of resources or kids that have some knowledge in the industry would be real good.
Pull down on that. Let's slide these up. Watch fingers.
It's changed a lot. What I'm seeing here is what it's going towards. The CNC equipment, computers. I could actually build cabinets out of this shop. It's state of the art. It really is.
I am constantly looking for students that have been through these programs. It's always nice to have a person that has some experience. It's a lot easier to train. I think we're fortunate in Bakersfield that the Kern High School District has invested in a program like this. I would encourage other businesses to partner up with the Kern High School District like I've done here, because this really shows you what can be done if business comes together with the Kern High School District.
This is where we're going to train the kids to actually get jobs in the industry. We're going to give them the basic tools that they need, also the skills that they need to understand where they fit into the industry.
All the animated things, because we have everything that we need in the scenes.
They are learning the principles of animation, Photoshop. They're learning how to animate in 2D and 3D. And when you swap to that shape, then you're just going to drag these over here.
The storyboard aspect of creating basically the skeleton of the story, and then just sort of directing people in my vision of what I want in the story. And it's also giving me the advantage of Mr. Pollard, since he's worked at so many companies, being able to put it in my resume and be like, this is the art direction I've received.
I was shearing my lamb for fair. I have 2 lambs.
This lamb is stubborn.
Taking care of animals is you feed them twice a day, make sure they have water, walk them, make sure they're ready for fair.
Vet science is the first year before you can actually go into animal science, and it's a lot of like hands-on with the different animals, and you get to learn different things such as giving shots, castrating, all that fun stuff. For me, wanting to be a vet when I'm older, it prepares me. All the stuff that I'm learning in ag is definitely going to help me.
I'm in ag communications. Anything that you see on the Facebook page is what we do, and pictures, and we do all the posters that are around campus, anything that just promotes ag.
Our students are all part of the FFA organization, and through that we have a chapter officer team. We do monthly chapter meetings because we're trying to get them involved outside of class, so they can find something that they're interested in, and they need something that's going to hook them so that they're ready for life after high school.
In animal care, the students learn a variety of things, whether it's tools or terms. In the veterinary field, they learn about the skeletal systems, animal nutrition, the housing, how to properly care for them. They also have the opportunity in the spring to actually go work at a veterinary hospital or at an animal shelter or a grooming salon.
Animal restraint, weight and temperature, pulse, respiration, all of that I learned here.
They take a state certified test, and if they pass, they become a certified vet assistant right out of high school.
It's always hands-on, and so I think that's what really helps us, is that we're not just getting it from a textbook, we're actually doing these things, and we're actually practicing these things that we'll be doing in our future careers.
It's wicked cool. It's our new aviation class. It gives kids a chance to break into the industry. There's a lot of careers in aviation. This class is a lot more than just flying planes.
We've learned so much already. We've learned how to take off. We've learned instrument flight rules. It's something everyone can do, I think.
Good. And you see, remember that horizon? Try to keep it parallel to your After the 2-year program, they're going to be able to take the knowledge test for their private pilot exam. I am a pilot. I've been in Bakersfield for 10 years. I worked as an instructor for 6 years and then became a corporate pilot. And I'm a teacher here.
All right, welcome back to Highland High School. We have a 0-0 tie. Highland doing a fantastic job controlling field position. But ultimately, the best player on the field so far has been a freshman by the name of Emily Hogan. I'm assuming that's the person playing goalie down there. We never get to see the back of her jersey, being that she's all the way back into the net. But we have two goalkeepers for the East High Blaze, one number 25, Georgia Jackson, and the other listed as Emily Hogan. And we're just going to assume that's Emily Hogan down there. She has done a fantastic job protecting the net for the East High Blaze. And we're back in action. From the center midfielder, kicked across and controlled back to the center back of Highland. Over to the right fullback. Across midfield to the right winger, and that's going to be out of bounds. Control back to East High. So we just had it confirmed that it is Emily Hogan, the goalkeeper for East High. She's doing a fantastic job. Dr. J said if we had to pick a player of the game for the first half, she would definitely get it.
Yes, that's exactly what I said. She definitely earned her keep that first half.
Absolutely. Highland had about double-digit shots on goal, or tries on goal, I should say, compared to East High's maybe 5 shots or tries on goal.
I tell you what, in that flurry of attacks that Highland put on East during that time, I could tell what they do in practice.
Yes. This has been a fantastic player. Elizabeth Espinoza for East High. She's one of those center midfielders, defensive midfielders for East High Blaze, but she's been very active and probably had the strongest kick of the first half, as one of them went all the way to the 5th row of the Highland bleachers. Very impressed with the passing ability of Highland. We have a shot or try after the free kick by Layla Balmer. Loops wide right, and we're going to have a free kick by Highland. But, hey, we are at Highland High School, and I'll tell you, if you've never been to a Highland High home game for football or for soccer, you have yet to meet the Cleveland family. They travel in a huge pack, and they brought a nice big heater with them, too, that I can feel. So I'm very thankful for that.
We're not supposed to be laughing. We're doing a game. Oh, gosh. Oh. I guess for the viewers at home, if you could see what he was talking about, then you know why we're laughing.
Yeah, I see about 20 space heaters out here, man. These guys know how to get it done. East High with the toss in. Layla Balmer gets it in, and it looks like control will go back to Highland before it's taken back by East. East trying to do a better job attacking and just not able to control the ball to get shots in opportunistic times. Huge disparity from an attempts perspective between the Highland Scots and the East High Blades so far tonight. And we have a try from the top of the box. High, and it's goal by the East High Blades. Shot from the top of the box. Amazing goal. And I finally get to say goal. Our first goal of the night comes with 34-42 to play, and that was a shot that was probably just about 6 inches above the goalkeeper's hand. Now ball out across center midfield. Out of bounds. Control goes to Highland. How disappointing would it have been for this to be a 0-0 game all the way through and me never being able to say goal?
My heart would have been broken.
I've been waiting all day for that, man. I watched some soccer matches. It was like I got to make sure I roll my L. But hey, nothing to take away from that amazing shot. That was an amazing shot from the right corner of the box. Powerful left-footed kick that looped right over the goalkeeper's head of Highland for the first point of the night. And the East High Blades scratched first. And now Highland, who's done a fantastic job operating on the opponent's end of the field, has the ball right back in that area. Alyssa Cleveland getting physical, boxing out over there. Nice positioning and pass. We have a pass to the top of the box, and that's controlled by East High. Oh, and it looks like we have a free kick opportunity for Highland High. Alyssa Cleveland with the beautiful opportunity for the free kick right at the center of the top of the box. Passed inside, deflected back out. Oh, we have an opportunity shot. Try it. Oh, and it's blocked again. Oh, and now we have a goal by Highland High School. Amazing job getting back active, and now we have action, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, how about answering that goal right away? I didn't get a chance to see who shot that. Who shot that, guys? Amazing answer by the Highland Scots. Getting a goal within 3 minutes of the first goal scored of the game at the 34-minute mark by the East High Blades. Wow. And now we got some action, Dr. J.
Incredible.
Incredible. You know, we always talked about the intensity level of female athletes. Did you notice the urgency by Highland after the goal was scored by East High?
Yes. They came right back.
Right back. East High. Ball across center midfield. Oh, nice header back across midfield. In a double header by Castillo, a triple header by Castillo in the lucky number 23. Uh-oh, and a misdirection header by the center back of East High, and now it's going to be controlled to Highland. And as you can see, intensity level has increased.
I was wondering if it was me. I tell you what, it has changed. The tempo, the tone is just like a snap of a finger.
Absolutely, including from the fans. Oh, it looks like we have a handball. East High is putting it right back in play. Trying to go a little bit too quick as they try to get it out to Layla Balmer, the right winger. Ball controlled at center midfield by East High, and now it's to the right winger who passes it inside. Now they're going to lose control back to Highland, who gets it across midfield. And that's going to be controlled back to Highland. But just like Dr. J said, within 3 minutes of the second half starting, the intensity level just changed dramatically on the field and off the field as the Lady Scots tied the game right back up after the East High Blades went ahead one.
I mean, Kenny, that was right away.
Right away. Nice header. Double header from Castillo and a triple header Not talking games. Okay, and now we got Highland controlling after the tackle. Castillo getting it up to her left fullback. Nice footwork on the left side. Nada Martinez displaying some amazing footwork out there for the Highland Scots. Back to Nada's hands. Oh, and the pass is picked off. Oh, and Nada does a fantastic job getting it back inside the box. And it's blocked again. Gathered easily by the goalie of the East High Blaze. 28:50 remaining to play in the game. The intensity level growing increasingly. Let's get back to this rivalry talk. You have the East High Blades who lost their only league game to Highland 5 games ago. Highland themselves on a 10-game winning streak. Oh, and it's picked off, and now we got a foot race. Oh, play on, the official says. Oh, kicked out of bounds by number 22, Jasmine Bowles, as she was threatened by Alyssa Cleveland. Alyssa Cleveland heading to Cal State University of Bakersfield to continue her college career. Want to congratulate the family on that accomplishment last night. Highland with control. Castillo back outside to Martinez. Martinez with the pass attempt to the top of the box, and that's controlled by East High. Left fullback, and that's going to be up and out of bounds. Control back to Highland. We want to thank our sponsors at the Kern High Network, Achieve Magazine, Kern Schools Federal Credit Union, and the place that changed my life, Bakersfield College, where I often host the Renegade Report. You can catch me next week with women's softball. Had an opportunity to have BC baseball on my last Renegade Report and spend time with one of my favorite coaches on campus, Coach Tim Payton. But now we have an attempt in the box, and that's kicked out by the East High Blades. But getting back to Coach Tim Payton, former Major League Baseball player, coach for the BC Renegade baseball team, has coached some of the most fantastic players in history, but also had a loss of his great friend John Altobelli on the helicopter with Kobe. Pass inside the box. East High controls it out. Control back to Highland after Alyssa Cleveland gains access. And that's going to be out of bounds and control to East High. East High with the ball, getting it up to their center midfielder. Oh, and they cross midfield. Lost control a bit. Attacking midfielder trying to get it out to the right winger. And she goes all the way over to the left winger, and it's still controlled. East with their best opportunity. Still free and open as they threaten the top of the box, and that's going to be out of bounds. Control will go back to Highland. Thrown in at midfield, and now across midfield, intended for Alyssa Cleveland. Alyssa being physical, getting the benefit of the doubt. And control will go to Highland with 24:57 remaining to play. Excuse my sniffles. It feels like it's about 49 degrees out here in the beautiful Northeast, but as we have the dead ball, you look behind me and you see the beautiful skyline of one of the most underestimated cities in the nation, Bakersfield, California. You know, people often joke about the dust in the air, you know, but on a night like this, when you come up to the Northeast and you're able to stand at this peak as we're on the press box, and you get to peer over your shoulder and look at all of those beautiful lights of the Central Valley, it makes you proud to be from here. I definitely am. Ball controlled by Castillo in the middle of the field, gets it back out to Martinez. Left winger with some of the best handles I've seen. She's going to try to chase this one down, and that's going to go out of bounds. And control will go back to East High. Thrown in, and the header is controlled and kicked inside. Alyssa Cleveland trying to get physical. Kick back out of bounds, and control will go to the Highland Scots. I'm pretty sure Coach A.J. Jacinto is very impressed with his team's offensive ability, but right now he's going to need to turn it up defensively because East and the Blades are playing with a bigger pep in their step in this second half, if I don't say so myself.
Well, both of these teams are playing as though it's the end of the game, and they have to score.
Absolutely. Uh-oh, and now you have East High threatening at the top of the box before it's stolen away from Highland, and a fantastic defensive job by Highland, and now it looks like they have an opportunity getting it to the striker, Cleveland, who's inside and at the top of the box. Oh, and we have a stoppage of play, and everybody is saying, what's going on? Marvin Gaye. We're lucky enough to be joined by little brother A.J. Cleveland, one of the coldest gunslingers in the West. Had an opportunity to call some of his games during football season. Fantastic career ahead for the young son of my former receiver nemesis, Antoine Cleveland. Ball controlled by Martinez, left winger. She has fantastic handles. That time she passed it errantly. Control goes over to the right winger. East High looking like they have numbers, but fantastic job by the Highland defense to gain control and get it back across midfield. And look at Alyssa Cleveland battling two defenders, powering through. And one of the things her family told me before the game, watch how they defend her. There will always be one defender attached to her as well as the team defensive scheme. And as you see, there's usually two people around Alyssa Cleveland. .2053 remaining to play in the game. Kenny Calvin and Julian Wilson.
I'm sure we'll get another goal for you so you can warm up.
Hey, man, you see how excited I got after that first one, and then the second one, I just took it up a notch.
Yeah, you almost started sweating.
Control back to Highland. Back to the center back of East High. Then out to midfield. Amazing footwork and move by the East High Blades at midfield. And a smart job by Mila Chow to get it out of bounds to allow her defense to reset for the Highland Scots. East High sitting at 23-2-2, has had a phenomenal year. 83 goals scored, only giving up 8 goals, undefeated at home. With their only league loss coming to these Highland Scots. And you can see, this is a very physical game.
As you speak.
As I speak. Allison Barrera, my first time calling her name all night. She did a nice job with a little booty bump. Call that the little Charles Barkley box out. East High doing a better job getting the ball across midfield, but not doing a great job controlling the ball in scoring position as they lose the ball in scoring position again. Well, I got to say, Miguel, if I knew this was going to be this fun, I would have told you to call me last week. Highland High hosting the East High Blaze in this Southeast Yosemite League matchup on Kern High Network Sports. I want to thank everybody at the Kern High District for making this such a beautiful experience. Stan Green, Deanna Ribbons, everybody over there in the administration, Javier, and the rest of our crew surrounding the area. Kevin Willie, I'm sure he's working somewhere. I got Dr. Julian Wilson with me tonight. But we still have an amazing game. And now it looks like we're going to have a free kick for East High as Carla Escueda is down. Carla Escueda has done a fantastic job handling the soccer ball for the East High Blaze tonight, and she's done a great job taking on that physical interaction. I'll say one thing that I see less tonight than I saw on TV when I was prepping for this game today. Less flopping. So much flopping in professional soccer, man. Yes. It's hilarious. Every time somebody hits the ground, they got to roll side to side about 4 times. It's like, man, is this a thing? Pass into the box, and it is controlled by the goalie. Nice pass inside the box. In the header across midfield, controlled by the center back. Oh, a nice physical action at center midfield. And a nice pass. Gets it over. Highland in scoring position again. Now they have numbers. Pass to the top of the box and back out. Amazing footwork, and another pass to the center midfielder and back. Oh, that is actually the center back just playing very deep. Highland has spent the majority of the game in their opponent's territory, and they're doing a fantastic job. Oh, and a huge tackle, and no card from the official. Huge contact. Now you're talking my type of game. Let's get some contact going out here.
That definitely was not a flop.
That was not a flop. Man, you got to love the physicality of these ladies, man. Free kick inside the box. Try is defended very well. Out of bounds and controlled by the Highland Scots. Pass inside, defended very well once again. $15:35 remaining to play. We are in a 1-1 tie. This is definitely crunch time. Considering that this is a running clock situation until the last 2 minutes when the time goes down on the field. As Dr. J had to explain to me, I was pointing to him. I'm like, hey, what's going on? What's going on? He's like, hey, Kenny, they keep the last 2 minutes of clock of each half on the field. Shot loops right. Or the try loops right, I should say, and no good. So being a sports reporter that has never done soccer, I had to go to my resources. So I contacted one of my former directors, Francis Mayer. He's all the way in Indonesia.
No way.
He's like, hey, Ken, you got to do soccer tomorrow? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, I'm like, what should I do? He's like, well, you should go watch some games. But ultimately, this is this, that's that. He was like, a shot that doesn't go is a try. I'm like, oh, okay, all right. Didn't know that. Amazing how I got to go so far to get some tips. Shout out to my director, Francis Mayer, in Indonesia.
Well, you're doing a good job.
I appreciate you, Dr. J. One thing you know, I'm going to bring some energy.
Yeah.
East High regains control. Oh, until it's stolen, and now Highland has an opportunistic moment at the top of the box. It's getting physical. Defended very well. Now we have a pass attempt or a try, and it's defended. An amazing job by Myla Chow on the left side. I think I also saw Precious Ramirez as well. But East High doing a fantastic job getting out of trouble before it's stolen again. Highland doing a fantastic job maintaining control in field position. And now here's some amazing footwork outside by the left fullback. Now they go back to the center back. Attempting to get it inside to the striker, Cleveland, and it's picked off. But there's Highland again, controlling the territory, doing a fantastic job inside. And that was Alina Roden that I confused earlier that did a fantastic job as the left winger in that one-on-one opportunity about 2 minutes ago. 12:35 remaining to play. This young lady has done a fantastic job as well for the East High Blaze. Number 21, Lisbeth Espinoza. East High doing a great job to get back to their end of the field. Highland being physical. Fantastic defense. And now they have the free kick after the amazing effort by number 20. She's been playing fantastic all night. Lysandra Cervantes. And now they're right back to the top of the box. Highland at the top of the box. Defended very well again. Regaining control by the fullback, the center backs. And that's going to be kicked out of bounds. Control to East High. Highland has their center backs and fullbacks playing extremely deep. And when I say deep, I mean that they're coming out from their own territory to be part of the offensive action. Controlled by the center back, and that's kicked back across. Amazing ball control because you haven't seen many offsides calls, if any at all. But now East High has an opportunity, and they have a one-on-one opportunity, and the try is picked up by the keeper. An amazing job by Carla Escueda getting it down to the top of the box for an opportunity at an attempt. We have the free throw. Controlled by Highland, and as you see, Alyssa Cleveland passing it inside the box, and that's going to be controlled by East High. 10 minutes remaining to play. Every minute crucial in a 1-1 tied game for the league championship, but I do believe if this is a tie, Highland still walks away with the outright championship of the Southeast Yosemite League. Ball into the striker. Alyssa Cleveland try is looping wide right. Once again, in this second half, you see a mirrored image of what I talked about in the first half, Dr. J. Highland doing a fantastic job maintaining field position. The game has been played as they right back at the top of the box, but here comes the very physical Lisbeth Espinoza. Boy, I'll tell you, she has played a fantastic game tonight. She has been all over the field, inside and out, playing very well defensively. Control is lost from Highland. And it's going to go to East. 8:50 remaining to play in the game. 1-1 tie. I am Kenny Calvin, and I'm joined by my producer-director, Dr. Julian Wilson. I want to thank everybody at the Achieve Magazine, Kern High District, Kern Schools Federal Credit Union, Motor City GMC Lexus, and Bakersfield College. Bakersfield College has welcomed their new head coach, Todd Littlejohn, former Driller and Renegade. It's going to be an exciting time at Bakersfield College as he takes over from my former position coach, Jeff Chudy. So as I stated, Highland High Scots doing a fantastic job controlling field position. Odds are, if you can keep the ball on your opponent's end, you have a better chance of winning the game, unless this goalkeeper keeps creeping up and one goes over her head. If you look over at the Highland goalkeeper, she's at about, if we were a football game, she would be at the 30-yard line. But now we have an attempt inside the box, headed out by East High. Highland regaining control. Over to Castillo, nice footwork, and she takes the try, and it's goal! Goal! Scores! Castillo with the monster goal from about 30 yards out, all the way to the back of the net, and a little bit of payback on the high goal right over the extended arm of the freshman goalkeeper who was playing a fantastic game.
That was an incredible shot. It floated right over her head. She couldn't even time it.
Wow! Amazing shot. Wow, and now the urgency of Highland, you see him turning it up a notch a little bit more, trying to keep the ball on their end of the field, which they've done all night. East High has to be kicking themselves because, just like I said earlier, Highland has done such a fantastic job with field position. It's only a matter of time before they get a goal scored, and there it goes. 5:53 remaining to play in the game. Highland Scots relinquish control to the East High Blades. That was an amazing looping shot from about the 30-yard mark. Now East High hoping to get it back on their end, and they have an opportunity as they have a few numbers until the ball is kicked across midfield. Now it's controlled by Espinoza. Oh, and now we got it back to Alyssa Cleveland. Ball kicked out to the right winger and now to the striker, Cleveland. Nice pass, and they have numbers. Will we have another try? Oh, and it's blocked. And another try goes in and bounces protected. And we have a Highland Scott down with 4:48 remaining to play. game is getting very physical.
The game is getting physical?
Oh, yeah, it's been physical.
The
huh?
game is physical, yes.
Yes. Excuse me, Dr. J. I'm sorry about that, but the game has been very, very physical. But how about the strength of these ladies? I tell you, as a dad of one of the best defenders in freshman basketball, I've been excited to see how physical these young ladies can be, man. It's amazing.
You know, what we talked about it in past games, you know, it's enjoyable to watch the young men, and they go for it and they play hard. These young ladies, they just do it a little bit harder.
Absolutely. So the Highland Scott player who was down was Mila Chow. She gets up under her own power, and she will be checked out by the sports medicine team. Now we're going to have a small conference by the officials to determine what should be done regarding the ball play. You know, I think it may be too late after the fact to try to give anyone a card for that contact. You know, ultimately it's been a very cleanly played game by both the Blades and the Scots, but ball will go to the East High Blades and will be controlled by the goalie with 4:20 to play. Uh-oh, and now we got Cleveland. We got Cleveland one-on-one. Oh, and he loops left. Try loops left. You can hear the whole family right underneath me. Oh, as the try loops left. Alyssa with the one-on-one opportunity with 3:53 remaining in the play. Now we have a quick stoppage once again as we have a substitution for East High. Oh, and if you're the East High Blades, you have to be kicking yourselves in the leg because you played so well all game. And now we got Alyssa Cleveland one more time. Another shot, and it's blocked. Another try is blocked, and this goalkeeper has had a fantastic night, even though she's given up a couple.
What is going on with Cleveland?
Well, you know, I think one of the things with Alyssa that she's facing, she has that boxing one coverage that her dad told me about that she's facing. It just takes so much energy for her to get her shot. But right now they have the corner kick opportunity. Nice pass, and the header just missed and kicked out of the box, out of the penalty area, but controlled by Highland. Oh, off the head. Oh, and that's going to be was that a handball? But right back again. You see how well Highland's doing controlling field position. Even when East High has an opportunity with a free kick or a free throw opportunity, they're giving up penalty kicks. And now you have Alyssa, who's one of the most talented passers, with an opportunity to get the ball in scoring position inside the box.
Yes, it's definitely reminiscent of the first half, for sure.
Free kick is blocked. Looping shot to the top of the box. Control back outside to Highland, defended very well by the Blades. Header across midfield. Highland looking to maintain control. Amazing footwork in handling. Oh, and we have numbers for Highland as they get it up to the right winger. The right winger is defended very well by the left fullback. Amazing defense by the left fullback of East High, but Castillo with an opportunity passes it forward. And now we're going left, and we have a corner here. Oh, and the Scots lose control, and it gets very physical. Oh, we have a card on mutual contact. And that's her first card of the game. And now we are at the final 2 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, I can no longer tell you how much time is left because we do not know. But East High with an opportunity, trailing one. Freest kick that they've had in a while by the strongest leg that they have on the field. And now ball is across midfield. Inside. East High doing a great job until Highland gains control. Oh, and they give up before gaining control. Uh-oh, so now this is what you call down to the wire because East High, for the first time in a while, has it on their end of the field. Now you have the long kick out of bounds with time still winding, which works to Highland's advantage. Ball is in play right at the penalty box. Oh, and we have control to Highland. Another great defensive job by Highland and a spoiled opportunity by the East High Blaze to tie up the game. And right now, we have the ball is kicked out to midfield, across midfield. Oh, East High Blaze trying to do their best to get an attempt. Nice pass up the sideline by the right fullback. And control will go back to East High, and this is the longest 2 minutes I've ever seen. Ball is inbound, controlled by the Scots. And the Scots are doing a great job taking their time. Oh, and it's headed back down to the direction of the Scots net. Uh-oh, East High has an opportunity into their strongest player's leg. Highland just continuing to compete, doing a fantastic job playing defense. And this has got to be the longest 2 minutes I have ever seen. Oh, when you have Espinoza with a shot and it's blocked. The try is blocked. Try is blocked. East High trailing by one, needing a miracle. Toss in from the corner to the inside of the box. Oh, and it's blocked. Oh, and goalkeeper saves the day. East High gets as close as they've been able to get in the second half, and it looks like the Highland Scots, if they can get this across midfield, have an opportunity to seal this game. And they continue to attack. And that is it. The Highland Scots win the league championship over the East High Blades. What an amazing game. The Scots win 2-1 over the East High Blades. Very well fought out battle on Kern High Network. I am Kenny Calvin. I've been joined by my brother, Julian Wilson, and we're going to talk about our player of the game. Wow. I mean, I'm going to have a tough time picking this player of the game, because I'm not sure who scored the goals. But from an energy standpoint, I'm going to have to say my player of the game is going to be number 23, because she had the biggest goal of the game to take the lead, and that's going to be Sophia Castillo. Will be our Kern High Network player of the game, as she got the go-ahead goal from about 40 yards out.
Well, I tell you what, I agree with that. I tell you, the fire that came behind that, they were definitely determined not to let East score.
Yes, they were. The intensity level that you can tell that, okay, we scored this goal. Now we have to raise our intensity level up to not even allow them to tie the game.
Yes, that's right. But you know what I have to say before we go off? Both of these teams extremely well coached, and you could tell. If you're at home watching this game and you saw the intensity, it does not match to being here and being on that field. If you could be on that field with those girls, you'd get off.
Absolutely. I got to agree with you, man. I had a fantastic time in my first soccer game. I got to scream, goal, 3 times. But ultimately, anytime I get to spend with you, Dr. J, is a blessing. I appreciate your leadership and brotherhood.
Well, I appreciate you, too, and I appreciate Kern High Network. We got a great team.
Thank you very much, everybody at Kern High Network, Kern Schools Federal Credit Union, Bakersfield College, Motor City GMC, Lexus, and the Achieve Magazine. I am Kenny Calvin and Dr. Julian Wilson. We will catch you in our next action, whenever that is, and whenever Miguel calls me. Take care, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations, Highland.